Yes. This is Uncle T. Well,
Yes,
for those that don't know me, that don't know my full name, my name is Tunji Ajayi. So it was a pleasure to meet an uncle.
Yes, sir.
As we all know, Mr. Tunde Ajayi. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. It's good to see you, man. You're doing well, and I'm happy that you're,
Thank you very
not
much.
being a one-trick pony, and you're fighting and interviewing. It's good for me. Good for me to see.
Thank you very much. So the reason why I'm here, because I've got to thank you because this is fight week and this is not the right time to get because I know how it is in fight week. Any little thing could agitate me, and I took it by chance to ask for you and to you and your boxer to for an interview, and
Yes.
maybe because you saw my face, you just felt sorry for me. But I appreciate you giving me the just a quick time for your interview. But so fight week, like I said,
Yes.
Saturday. How's preparation been?
Well, like I always say,
Yeah,
everything is timing.
yeah,
Preparation has gone how it always goes.
yeah.
Myself and Anthony, meticulous in training, we leave no stone unturned ever. So it's never a case of it being a change. It's always, we prepare for fight 15 the same way we prepare for fight 1, and that's hard. That's every day training consistently. This is our job. This is our life, and when fight night comes, it's abracadabra.
Okay, there's one thing I've heard through the grapevine, and I've actually seen you talk about this on in interviews, and we're just talking about preparation.
Yes.
I've been told, and you've said it as well, that you don't let Anthony Yarde do hardcore sparring.
No, well, I mean, as you say, it's no secret of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I've developed a system in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
It's called System 9 Boxing.
System
9.
System 9, okay.
Available to download in Apple iStores.
Yeah.
After the fight.
Yes.
So those of you who've been asking me,
Yeah.
when's it coming out? After the fight.
After the fight.
We'll make a big, we'll do a big presentation. But,
Yes.
for me, sparring has never been the be-all, end-all
Yes.
of a camp. Not to say that we don't do it.
Yeah.
I just feel that some trainers put a lot of emphasis on sparring, and not
Yeah.
just trainers. I mean, if you look at how boxing is portrayed,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the old way of thinking,
Mm.
you spar every day or you spar 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
But when I came into the sport, I wouldn't say change. I wouldn't say I came in directly to change anything in particular, but I knew that with what I had brought to this game, I knew it would have a massive effect. And the question is, do we spar? Yes. We don't spar hard. I just don't think it plays any benefit. You've heard it. Fighters going overseas, sparring with world-class fighters, and they end up getting knocked out in the first round. So what was the sparring for? Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing for me is to teach the sport. Boxing is an art, and I feel that some people may not look at it as an art, but I've always looked at it as an art. You just need to look at the best fighters in the world. They're very smart, intelligent people. So I developed a technique, a system of boxing, and that's most of what our training is. The sparring is to see if what we're teaching is coming to fruition. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes. So far, so good. In terms of what we've seen so far with Anthony Yarde.
Yes.
Um,
Not just Anthony. You got to remember.
Yes.
You look at the list of fighters I've trained.
Yes.
Kevin Mitchell.
Yes. Okay.
O'Hara Davis.
All right. As part of before, and before I started off this interview, remember when I told you I had a difficult sparring
Yes.
with someone 2 weight below me.
Yes.
And that was O'Hara Davis.
Well,
I've sparred a lot of people,
Yes.
and
yeah.
that wasn't the last sparring.
O was here today.
Yeah.
O is a beautiful human being.
Yeah.
Young man.
Yeah.
He was talking about things that have happened
Yeah.
to him since we met, you know, I was the one who took O'Hara over to Las Vegas.
Yes.
You know, and just show these young men that, you know, what we were doing, it works. You know, we don't always have to look across the pond to get inspiration. It's right here. You know, so O'Hara was instruments, who was part of the system, Daniel Dubois, all these boys, Kevin Mitchell, Craig Richards, the list goes on and on. I've trained Danny Williams, Harry Simons, all these fighters, you know, they've all been under my system. You know, but it's like I say, Anthony is a golden child in the system, and I just feel that people are knowing me because of Anthony, but people in boxing know that I've been here for a long time. And they know what I've been doing for a long time. And they know that I've never changed my system. Whether you're a heavyweight or a featherweight, it's the same system. So yes, I'm very proud of that, of myself, and long may it continue.
One of my other uncle in boxing is Don Charles, Derek's trainer.
Yes.
And
Don, wait there, let me just stop you there.
Yes.
Don told everybody from the start.
Yeah.
Don told everybody from the start. Don is my best friend in boxing.
Yeah.
Don believed in me when I think only one other person, that's Spencer Fearon, believed in me.
Yeah.
You know, Don used to open a gym for me Christmas Day, and I remember Don used to say to people, I'm telling you, I know, because Don comes from a dancing background, as you may know. And Don used to say to people, I'm telling you, this boy has something. He told everybody. But you know, it's like anything which is new. It takes time. And that's why I coined the phrase, everything is timing. When I started doing this so-called pads, you know, I had a lot of mockery and everything like that. And if you look in every gym across this country today, if you look on YouTube today, you see people doing what I bought.
Is that similar to
Of course it is.
the Floyd?
I'll finish your question.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knows. You know, and I will be. Sorry, planes going ahead.
Yeah.
I will be forever indebted and grateful because everybody needs somebody to inspire them.
Yes.
And I was so sure that what Floyd and his uncle were doing meant something. You know, people said it was for the cameras, but I didn't believe that. I had to go over there and find out for myself. So I studied Floyd and Roger every day, every single day, for at least 17 hours a day for 3 years. After 3 years, I felt that I'd mastered that system or what they had taught, and I developed my own system, and I created a catalogue so deep that no fighter can never master my system because there's too much information. So Floyd and Roger, it's similar, but it's not the same.
So that sort of, when I look at it, what you could correct me because I'm here to be corrected. It reminds me of
martial arts.
Not the martial arts, but making your fighters do certain things with. So in a fight, they could, when they get into certain situations, they could naturally react to it without thinking. It just happens. And they could go back in the video and it's like, oh, I did that. I did.
Well, listen, it's the same. I mean, people say, you know, people have their views and their comments, and I respect everyone's comments and everyone's views. You know, I never just say, oh yeah, he's talking rubbish and everything, because everybody has a perception. But think about it. You know, some people mock, but why would you mock? Because you're with your fighter and you do a 1-2 left hook. Then when the fighter fights, he does a 1-2 left hook. So just because mine is more in depth, you know, sometimes people, they say, oh, what's all that for? But then you go and watch the fight. Then you have to fight somebody that I train. And you see, you see that it, you know, what we're doing is not for show. It's a real life situation without getting punched in the face.
100%. There was one famous bit I remember. It was Floyd against Ricky Hatton.
Yes.
And Ricky Hatton was... Ricky Hatton is a British great. Not that I'm saying anything playing his whatever he's done for boxing down. But I just remember that documentary when he was mimicking Mayweather, and he was like, yeah, so he was like, what's he doing?
Yeah, well, go and look at him. Go and look at him on the pads with James Gorman now.
Really?
And this is what I'm trying to say.
Beautiful.
When Ricky made a comment like that, he was under a certain trainer and a certain teacher. So it looked like it was irrelevant. But when he got in the ring, when he started to train fighters himself, he thought to himself, you know what, this stuff actually does work. And he trains these fighters. Obviously, he's got his own style, but I've seen it. You know, he put up a post the other day with him and James Gorman, and someone tagged me in the post and said, Anthony Yarde and Tunde Ajayi do the same thing and they get criticised for it. But yet Ricky Hatton's doing it with his fighter and getting praised. So I don't worry about things like that. I said to my man, relax. It's
all about take a cup of tea. Okay.
Everything is time.
Let's get back to Anthony Yarde now. Before the opponent came, he went on Instagram and said, people need to relax, take a cup of tea, everything is timing. Now, I kind of have a feeling that I know what you guys are doing. He's now fighting a southpaw. This is going to be his first southpaw. Never been dropped before?
Amateur and pro.
Okay.
First southpaw. I remember Anthony only had 12 amateur fights. This is his first southpaw. He's fighting amateur and pro. The opponent has never been knocked out. The opponent lost a close decision to the current European champion.
Who's that?
What's the guy? Krajniki. Who's the EBU champion at the moment. He's got 27 wins, 3 losses and 3 draws, and never been stopped. So where people say this is not a step up, I just don't know. They obviously don't know boxing. This is a competent professional, an experienced professional, someone who's been in the game for years. You know, and we're not taking this opponent lightly. We don't take no opponent lightly. But in this stage of our career, you know, I would say we're past the embryonic stage now. We're on to the second stage. We can't take no one lightly. So this is a good challenge for us. Hopefully. I hope it doesn't pose some rounds for Andy. I want Andy to go in there and do what we do. But you know, on paper, it stacks up as a good match, another, you know, step on the journey to the top.
Where would you? Because I know you're taking your time. Is that sort of like a Mexican sort of way of building up fighters, making them? Because like Canelo started.
That's actually a good point. Because I remember studying boxing meticulously, early days. It's going back 20 years, and you know, the Mexican style was the style that I studied. I remember I used to think, how come there were so many fights, and they're very young? You get what I'm saying? But I realised it was down to the same thing with Anthony. They never had no amateur careers. So they had to have 20, 30 fights, 40 fights to learn. I mean, look at Canelo Alvarez. He's a young man. How many fights has he had? He's almost had like 40, I swear he's had like 46, 47 fights.
He had around the same as Mayweather at the time he fought Mayweather.
Exactly. And look how young he is. So therefore, that means that, and he had an amateur career, so therefore it means that because of his age, because of his experience, they wanted him to learn early doors. And then you see, he's a long reigning champion at the moment. So if it's good enough for Canelo, it's good enough for us.
Well, there's only one qualm that I have about that, because whilst you're still fighting the fights to learn, you've got yourself ranked at number 3.
You got yourself ranked.
Well, you guys are ranked.
Was it me? I never phoned him.
It's because of what you've done in the ring and how you've got rid of your opponents.
Well, then that see, now you got the manager talking at me. Now that goes against everything what everybody's saying. You saying we're not fighting no one, but I keep saying that the ranking is based on a system. It's a point system. Just like we are not the British champion, but we're ranked number 1 in Britain by the UK for a reason. The reason is it's a number system. Nikolai Sikloka had never been stopped. Been in with world champions, Arthur Abraham, Saki Obika. Nobody's ever stopped him. Anthony dropped him in 2 and stopped him in 4. This is what I'm trying to say. And the fight before Anthony, drew with the lineal EBU light heavyweight champion, and Anthony's gone in there and knocked him out in 4 rounds. That's why we're number 1. That's why we're ranked. Not because I phoned up the WBO or BoxRec and said, can you rank us anywhere like that?
Yeah.
See, I'm not basing Anthony's career on any ranking system.
Yeah.
I'm basing Anthony's career on what I see every single day in the gym. And when I feel the time is right, the time is right.
Right. Okay.
And let me just correct myself. When we feel the time is right, the time is right. Because this ain't no, do as you say business.
Yeah.
Anthony has a mind.
Yeah.
He's a very driven, ambitious individual. And you can't just tell Anthony do something and he's going to do it. He's just not built like that. You know, and so me and Anthony, you know, there's look, Anthony, certain fights have been cool. Anthony wants to fight. And I say, relax, Anthony. If these guys are confident in themselves, the fight will happen. Why is everybody trying to rush us to fight now? The reason is they feel that if they get us now in this embryonic stage, they will have more of a chance. They ain't winning. I'll tell you that for free. They're not going to win, but they may feel as they'll have more of a chance. But as I say, our decisions is not based on what anyone thinks. It's not based on any ranking. It's based on what we feel. And it's going to stay like that. And nobody can take us off of our course and journey.
Okay. We've spent good 15 minutes, just over 15 minutes together here. And as a I know you can't
Did I answer your
speak.
question? Because it seems like, you know, that is a main question.
Yes.
You understand about this? Listen, it's not me. I'm not putting no money in no one's pocket to rank us.
Yes.
They rank us. What do you want us to do?
Yeah.
You understand? It's a compliment.
Yeah.
It's where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because it's like I say, if you talk about the British scene now, which I know you want to talk about, go and look at who they're fighting. Go and look at the rankings of their last five opponents. Just go and check. They're fighting guys in the 800s, 200s, 400s. That's why they're below us. So people need to do their research, get their facts right before they start making comments. No, in fact, continue to make comments. It's good. It gives us something to go home and sit down in an environment and talk about. But if you look at the facts, which is what I'm about, the facts say that we fought the better opposition.
Okay. You forgot to mention one of your other boxers. He's part of my stables now. I would like you to just give me how you think his career is going to go. I saw an interview with you guys with Kugan, Junior Saba.
Oh, he's a part of your stable now?
Yes.
I had no idea.
I had an interview with him as well, and it was a lovely fella. But I didn't even, because I started boxing quite late, everything before that I didn't know. So when I did an interview with him, I put it on YouTube.
Yes.
Then, you know, when you put something up, then it gives you the next thing related. And I saw an interview with both of you with Kugan in Vegas for the Madonna 2 fight.
Yeah, because he was supposed to make his debut on that show.
Yes. So how do you feel of him finally after all these the issues he's been? Yeah.
It's no secret. You know, Junior's like my son. I brought him up. Everything he knows, it doesn't matter who he goes to. You looking at my product, someone I nurtured every day, and someone that the love I have for him is so much, it can never change. Because that was my son. It still is my son. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, but in life you have to let things happen in life. And, you know, journey, everybody's life is a journey. And that's why none of us are in any position to judge any person, whether that's your friend, your family, or your foe. You have to let life take its course. And I'm happy that Junior is, you know, he's continuing his dream. For me, the situation and what's happening with his medicals and what have like that, it's kind of difficult for me because, you know, there's an attachment there. And, you know, if anything were to happen, God forbid, I don't know if I can live with myself. You understand?
Yeah.
So there's a lot to that. So Junior came back to me. He asked, "Can he come back?" And I had to think about it because it's personal, and I just felt that there's too much water under the bridge, and I just wish him all the best, and I want him. Let me tell you something. What I put into Otu, all I know is that at the time, everybody knows this is documented. Special one, special kid. I still believe he's special. We're all special anyway. So I wish Otu nothing but the best.
You took him to Vegas for like 4 years, didn't you?
Listen, again, it's like I say, I've been doing this for a long time. Only now people are recognizing. But if you go back and press YouTube, press Tunde Ajayi, Otu Saba, Tunde Ajayi, O'Hara Davis, Tunde Ajayi, Anthony Yarde, Tunde Ajayi, Kevin Mitchell, Tunde Ajayi, Danny Williams, Tunde Ajayi is there. You understand?
Were you training Anthony Yarde while he was knocking out people in the amateurs?
Yeah. Anthony came to me in the last year of his, I think maybe the last 18 months of his amateur career. Yeah, and I remember maybe he had about 4 fights in that time.
Yeah.
Knockouts again. And he couldn't get a fight, and he was very frustrated. You understand? He couldn't get a fight, and I was like, relax, son. Just keep on training, keep on doing your thing. Something will come up, the opportunities will come up, and it got to a stage where we were training, and then I remember there was a point where I said, "And turn pro." You understand? Because nobody will fight you. And then I remember at that point, Andy said, "Not yet, not quite yet." See, that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of people don't realize. Anthony makes his own decisions. And then one day, Andy came in the gym and he said, "Unks, I'm ready." And I'm like, "Yeah, boom, let's make it happen." You understand? So yeah, I was there. I've been there. Me and Tony's with us today. Tony's part of our camp. So Andy's a very loyal person. Kept the same people around him from day one. Tony Cisse and Tunde Ajayi, amateur and pro, all here to help Andy. So yes, I've longed out the question, but yeah, I trained Andy for the last part of his amateur career.
Uncle, thank you for your time. I've spent, I said I went into you for 5 minutes. It's turned out to be over 20.
You can't have no 5-minute conversation with me, because I talk for England.
Yes, I'm going to come back to you after the fight and before the next thing, and we hopefully keep this relationship going, Uncle.
Yes, sir.
And thanks for your time, and all the best for Saturday.
Uncle T boxing.
Yes.
Dream it, believe it, become it.
Thank you.
You know what it is.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Take it easy.